Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks so much for being here. Today I have tons of reviews on products that I'm done with, whether I've finished them up or I'm just like calling it quits. I can't wait to share my thoughts on these products with you guys and let you know what I think is worth it, what I've repurchased, what is a staple in my collection. It's gonna be a long one and I decided to actually break this up by category. So I will have that down below so you can have timestamps to get where you want to. We have makeup, skincare, I have body stuff, some scent stuff. I thought about maybe putting that on my second channel for fragrance and everything, but I decided to just put it all into one big video and give you all of these reviews and thoughts on products. I really feel like when you get to the end of a product, there's this moment of truth, like, would you actually repurchase this? Are you kind of, you know, a little relieved you finished it? It shines a light on the true feelings of a product, and you really have that like in-depth, day in, day out use to give some final thoughts on stuff. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's just get into it. We're gonna start with makeup because I know for the people who want the makeup, like that's what you want. So we'll start there. First, I want to talk about a brow gel that I have two of. So these are both from Persona. I have used up, I don't know how many of these brow products before. Okay, like the Swipe Up Brow Gel is one of my faves. This is in the shade brown. That's what it says here, but I believe that's been redone to cool brown, and I do prefer, it's hard. Okay, there are 4 shades of this brow product, I believe, and there's a warm brown and a cool brown and a blonde, and then like a dark brown, I think. Blonde is a little too green on me, so I don't go with blonde, and then warm brown on camera looks a little bit warmer than it does in real life, so I don't like wearing that one on camera. It just looks a little reddish, you know, like I'm a redhead, but in real life I feel like it looks pretty good. But cool brown I feel like can look a little bit dark in real life, but you know, a nice amount of strength on camera. I'm wearing the cool brown today. I think it looks great. My brows are a little strong, but I feel like in like a sexy, awesome way. Like I really like my brows today, so love this brow gel. It's really great. I do have a code with Persona if you're gonna shop that's affiliated, but I also find these a lot of the time on the Ipsy or BoxyCharm sales, so I personally, when I see them on there, grab a few, okay? You guys know I love to get a deal, so just wanted to shout that out, but I would pay full price for them. Don't get me wrong, I like them that much, but I cannot resist a deal. All right, I have a few mascaras. This one is the Tower 28, and I really have loved this mascara. This is the Make Waves. It went pretty viral, I feel like, at the end of last year or so, and I loved it. I also got my mom to buy this, and she loved it too, so I have a lot of good memories. The brush on this is really nice. It's a little bit curved. It's a plastic bristle, so it just goes through your lashes really nicely, and one of the things I like about it, it has nice separation, nice length, but I also feel like it just coats my lashes fast, and like that is something that I do like. I don't like sitting there running mascara through my like lashes for forever. I don't want to build shit up for forever, like I really don't. And so I do like it for that. I will say I repurchased this. This is like, I think my initial tube. I repurchased this and I just wasn't feeling the love for it. I need to know from you guys, are you the same way? I feel like with mascara, I can love a mascara, love it, love it, love it, and then there becomes this moment where I'm just like done with it. And I don't know if that's entirely happened to this. I recently got a sample size of this again. I might have started with a sample and then bought the full size, but I kind of think I maybe just went with the full size. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But I have a sample, so I'm hoping maybe by switching to something else and then coming back to that sample, I can refine my love, because it is a great mascara. I really love it. But yeah, anyway, I'm kind of sad that for the second tube, the love isn't as there, but I feel like sometimes I just have to switch up my mascaras. That being said, I've had a lot of luck with these little mini samples. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury, and I initially didn't like this, which I find so weird, but I revisited this. It's the Pillow Talk push-up lashes, and I really liked it, like enough to potentially convince me to buy the full size. I'm like, what? The wand on this, it's kind of like giving alligator alligator head. Like one side of it's kind of flat, and then it's like a conical shape almost, and then on the edges it has like bristles. I could get like a pretty fluffy you know, nice lash from this. Good length, again, not too clumpy. I don't feel like I'm super picky with my mascaras, but I also don't like a lot, so maybe I am. Basically, I just don't want all my lashes clumped up looking like spider legs. I don't want dingleberries on my lashes, and you know, I want it to be relatively fast. I don't want to be sitting there building up. I don't want like a natural look. Really, I just want like a fluffy, almost demi-wispy look to my lashes. That's what I'm hoping for. And then I obviously don't want it to smudge. So this one I actually might repurchase at some point. Really enjoyed it. But again, sometimes the samples are way different than the original product or the full-size product. So I don't know if I'll repurchase, but it's on my potential list for sure. I have a mini here of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. I got this as like a point perk or something with an order and decided just to use it, and I was really into it. I don't know if it was summertime and that's why, but I did feel like this was giving me a little bit more longevity, and it was really nice to just spray something on instead of always powdering. I feel like my base routine has changed. Like I don't have like a base routine. I feel like at the moment I'm trying a lot of stuff out. It's summertime, I'm oily, I'm in different climates, I'm a different shade matches aren't working all the time, and I've been struggling a lot lately with a lot of dry patches on my face, but again, I'm oily, so like those two things don't really like go together, and sometimes adding powder just gives me a heavier look, and you know, I don't always love the way my skin looks like with that, but then again, if I want, you know, any makeup to stay on my skin, I need to set it somehow. And I feel like this was like a nice in-between moment. I've been trying some other sprays, but to be honest, I almost kind of forgot about the use of a spray like this. So I could see myself repurchasing this for sure. And if you have any recommendations for like a really good, like all-nighter setting mist, I know this is like a classic, but if you have one that you feel like really keeps your makeup in place, I've been like tempted by the Charlotte Tilbury one, but if you have any recommendations, please let me know. You know, like a spray that really keeps you locked in but isn't going to add like a whole other layer of like product on your face. That's what I like about it. I think the last makeup item here, this is from Supergoop. It was just a it's not a sample size. I paid for this. It's like $22, but it's the glow screen in Sunrise. I love this, okay? I love this product. I repurchased the full size and I am almost done with that. This has been such a staple go-to product for summer, especially on my, like in my morning part of my day. It's a tinted sunscreen with a lot of glow, okay? It definitely is glowy. It's giving beach vacation, beach vibes, like glowy goddess, okay? And I love it. I also got my mom to get this and she also really likes it, but I feel so healthy and good when I'm wearing this on my skin. And obviously it's great to have some sun protection. I especially like this when I'm doing like morning walks or any type of running errands and I don't want to do a full face. Like I'm like sitting here, I'm like, I do not want to put makeup on, but I still want to be put together and I still want to look nice. And you know, I like looking nice even when I'm doing a more active activity where I just don't want to put a full face on. You know what I'm saying? Like this really hits that middle ground for me where I get some coverage. It has a beautiful glow to it. Sometimes I won't add anything and I just let it shine and be on my skin, but I sometimes will just add a little brow, a little mascara, boom, looks so good. One of my favorite sunscreens. It definitely gets oily, and so I don't love this as like a long-term base product, I will say. I can sometimes salvage a face, like if I put this on in the morning and then add like a coverage powder or maybe a little concealer. I can make it work, but really I love this the most alone and more for like outdoor activities, but you still look glowy and great. I love it. I love it. I repurchased. I definitely suggest it. And I've tried a lot of sunscreens and it's great to have a sunscreen that doesn't have coverage, is just giving you the sun protection, but I love like everything about what that product does for me. Okay, let's move on to skincare. I repurchased Bioderma for the first time in I don't know how long, and I can't tell you how amazing this product is, okay? I've talked openly about my struggles with my mental health and just sometimes, you know, doing a full skincare routine can be a lot, but I've been working on it. I've been working on upping my capacity and upping the days that are a little bit better. It's not always easy, but I've been just doing a good job over here. Anyway, Bioderma comes in handy though on the days where it is a little bit harder, okay? It's been so nice. And this was raved about. I remember the times when this was not easy to get in the United States. It's like people are smuggling this in from Europe, getting it on a cheaper deal from Europe. And I just picked this up at CVS on a whim. I think it's still about 20 bucks, but I think it's worth it. I know the Garnier one is kind of similar, but I just feel like the Bioderma is better. I've had the Garnier with like the mixed, I don't know, it's like the dual phase one, and I don't like when they feel oily on my eyelids. Sometimes you need something that's really gonna get like hardcore waterproof stuff off, but for everything else, this works so amazing. It's so gentle on your eyes. You really don't have to rub and tug on your sensitive skin there. And I also like this, like if I'm feeling like I just don't have the capacity, or I really don't want to feel water like all running down and just like all over my face, this works so nicely. So I'll just put on a little cotton round and get my makeup off, and it's just so nice. It has no scent, it has no feel. It really feels like just water, but in the best way. So really love this so much. I need to purchase a new one, and I don't want to be without this product. So glad I rediscovered it. Kind of feel like, how did I go so long without it? Love discovering an old fave. I have a ton of Glow Recipe stuff here. You guys know I'm a Glow Recipe girly. I've loved their products for so long, so let me tell you what I've used. So this is the jumbo size of the Dewdrops. Love these, okay? The hype is real on this, okay? The hype is so real. If you've heard a lot of people talking about these, you've seen them in aesthetic Instagram photos or reels. It's because it's good, okay? I really love these, and they give me a glow on my skin, but it's not a tacky glow. So some products are, you know, moisturizing, and then your skin is like almost like sticky to the touch. This gives you a glow, but there's like this almost a film, but not in a gross way. It's sunk in all the way. There's nothing dewy going on in the actual feel, but the sheen it gives your skin has that dew. I love using this under my makeup. When I'm using this very consistently, I do feel like my skin is smoother, my pores are less visible, my overall tone is more even. I just love them, and I really love the jumbo size. I feel like if you have a product from Glow Recipe that you like, the jumbo size is going to be a great value for you, because sometimes you can run through it a little fast, okay? That's the one thing I don't love. But I've talked about that product, I feel like, so many times. Oh my gosh, I hope that the lighting, I feel like it keeps changing. But these were new to me, so, oh, here it is. Okay, these are the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Acid Serum and also the Hyaluronic Acid Cream. I really loved these. The Hyaluronic Acid Serum is super watery. It's just slightly more viscous than water, and I love this, how it sinks in, gives that moisture. That's what I'm looking for the most when it comes to skincare. Like, I just want to feel plump, and I want my skin to be hydrated, so this is such a great step. I really loved using these two together, so as like a more watery, again, serum that sinks in so fast, and this almost as a moisturizer instead of a serum. But I also liked using it with the cream. The cream was really nice, and I love that the cream now has refills, so you can pop this out and just buy the refill packet, which is great. I love the Glow Recipe packaging. I think it's super cute, but again, I really love that they're trying to incorporate more ways to kind of refill stuff, because it's so sturdy and nice. I just need more product. Like, this is still a totally good container, so I like that they're starting to find ways to do that, and I would love for them to do it with these types of products as well, or offer more jumbo sizes, because I'm like, I want to have this like serum in like triple fold, you know what I mean, so that I don't have to repurchase it so often. I also share my skincare with my husband, so that's also why I like can run through things. It's like two of us using stuff, but really loved all those products. The last for like skincare, I do have a body care item. Maybe I'll just talk about it here from Glow Recipe too. But before we get to that, this is the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. This is supposed to help with like redness and kind of calm your skin and stuff. And I think it's okay. I think it's the second one I've used up of this. I do like it. It's very thin, so I like that, again, because I am oily. I feel like all of these products work for my oily skin. Like, everything I've tried from Glow Recipe works for me, but they also work for my husband, and he has dry skin, so I really love that we can kind of share a routine. I don't know, man, these products just work for my skin. But this one, I just don't have as much of a love affair that I do with like the Dewdrops or even the Hyaluronic Acid Serum, so this one, I don't know if I would repurchase as much as I would the other ones. I'll use it up, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I would actually go out and purchase that one, whereas like, even though these are expensive, I'm gonna buy them. And same with this, I could see myself repurchasing this or repurchasing a similar type item, because I have used multiple different hyaluronic acid serums that I feel like kind of all do the same thing. Like, let's get real, this kind of does the same thing as a few other products I'm going to talk about. I just like having that step in my routine. I find it really helps, again, give me that shot of moisture without the kind of oiliness that can come with a really thick moisturizing cream. The Glow Recipe item that is in the body care section, this is the Watermelon Glow Pink Dream Body Cream. Love this. Smells so good. Smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It smells so good. My husband actually uses this a lot, maybe even more than me, like when he gets out of the shower. And it's really nice. It sinks in nice and fast. It doesn't leave a film. It smells good. It's just a solid body cream if you're looking for one. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this, and it didn't like sting his skin or my skin, which is something we like to take note of. So love this product as well. Okay, some similar products to that hyaluronic acid serum. I want to mention the Youth to the People. This is the triple peptide cactus oasis serum. I really love this. I bought this during the Sephora sale after using a mini up that I had got through something. I don't even know what. There's like something sticky on me from this. Like, ugh. This is another one of those serums that's like basically water, like not quite, a little bit thicker than water, and it just sinks in so fast. I just find these so refreshing and so nice. I don't like the feeling of having a lot of product on my skin, so this one was really great. I did feel like I used it up pretty fast, and I didn't love the packaging on this one. The pump on it, it's like the product's too thin for the pump, so it kind of squirts out in a weird way and just kind of a messy way, and I think almost a dropper would be a better application method for this, or just a better dropper. It just felt kind of cheap even, and this is not a cheap product, so I would maybe even repurchase, but I did feel like I go through it fast. I just go through these so fast. I'm like, I need more than an ounce, okay? I need like 5 ounces. All right, moving on. This is from Peach and Lily. I really love so many of the products I've tried from Peach and Lily. This is the Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. Second one I've used up. This is green. You won't see any because it's all the way used up, but it's a green cream, has a nice texture to it. It's not super thick, but it's not like a jelly water cream either. Super hydrating, again, while still being thin and lightweight on the skin. There's a theme to my products, okay guys? That's what I like. I just think this is such a solid moisturizer. It doesn't make me more oily, which I love. I feel like the green almost gives me the tiniest bit of color correction, which I also love. So I would definitely repurchase this again. I'm kind of sad. There were a few Peach and Lily products on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I didn't pick them up, but I kind of wish I had. It wasn't this cream, but yeah, I wish I had tried some new stuff from them, but they just have great products too. They also have their glass skin serum, which is another one of those slightly more viscous than water hyaluronic acid type serums, and I really love that as well. This is a product it's basically done, but I'm also like calling it. It's from Byredo. It's the Derma Sicca Barrier Sleeping Pack. Didn't love this. It's a very white, like thinner cream, but it's very opaque for some reason. I felt like a little went a long way, so that's kind of nice, but I just felt like, not that it left a cast, but I don't know why I'm mentioning that it stayed white on my skin as I'm like blending it in too long, but I just didn't love it. Kind of smelt weird. Like it doesn't have a smell, but I just didn't love this. I didn't love this. I wouldn't repurchase it. I like the Byredo Deep Sea Moisturizing Cream, Gel Cream. That's pretty good, but I would not get this sleeping pack again. I also was a little bit surprised. I thought this was going to be like thicker in consistency, but it was just like thinner than I thought. So this is a no from me. I had this little spray from Derma E. It has my name on it. I thought that was so cute, but it's just a hydrating mist, hyaluronic acid, rose water, coconut water. I love using a little spray. So usually I'll get out of the shower, or after I'm done washing my face, I'll spray down my face while I'm getting ready to put other products on, especially when I'm using hyaluronic acid. I like to keep my face as moisturized as possible beforehand, so that way the hyaluronic acid isn't like sucking water out of my face and instead is keeping everything in. So I thought this was nice. It had a little bit of a rosy smell. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It felt like water. So I have other ones that I've been using and enjoying, and I'm not like tied to this one, but I didn't hate it while using it, so I definitely used it up, but I don't think I'd repurchase it, you know. My name on it wasn't enough. I'm sorry. A cleanser I really loved, and I'm kind of surprised and I'm kind of sad because it's so expensive, but this is from Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse, and I got sent this to me in PR. This cleanser had little tiny, they're not actual beads, but little like exfoliating things in it, but they're very sparse overall. So it didn't feel like a scrubbing cleanser. It you know, it was very light, but I liked that actually. I really enjoyed this. I use this in my shower as a cleanser. I just felt like it smelled great. It really felt like it was cleansing my skin in a nourishing way while still feeling really clean. By the end, I was sad to finish it up. I was like, oh man, like that just felt so good in my shower. So I could see myself repurchasing this, and I loved the tiny bit of exfoliating I could get from it. It was just enough. And I find as I'm getting older, I don't need as much like heavy exfoliating as I used to. And this was like a perfect amount in conjunction with some other exfoliants that I do use. I mean, I tend to use a lot more chemical exfoliants than I have in the past. It was just really great. Just so solid, very expensive, but I can see myself repurchasing this for sure. I liked it that much. A product I've repurchased over and over and over, a scrub that I love so much. And if I could give you a recommendation, you know, if you're my friend and you're asking what scrub or what, you know, skincare to get, I would point you in this direction. This is from Fresh. It's the Sugar Strawberry Exfoliating Face Wash. I just am in love with this. Comes out kind of like a gloopy paste. It's brown. It has like sugar crystals in it, but they're not overly harsh. And they also, as you use them, kind of melt away. So you can only do so much. And I kind of like that. It doesn't let you go overboard. It has a nice sweet smell without being like artificial. And I just feel like my face feels so good when I use this. My husband loves it as well. I've mentioned this, but when I've had people like take showers in my shower and use this, they've loved it too. So I just feel like it's a great product. I really hope they come out with the jumbo size again, maybe this holiday season, and I would pick that up for sure. But I repurchase this every time I'm done with it. I don't like a lot of the other scrubs I've used as much as I love this. Like I keep coming back to this one, and so I've just like learned like this is the one to repurchase instead of maybe trying some other stuff. Another cleanser, this one's a cleansing balm from Vanilla Co, and I really enjoyed this. I got this off of Yes Style, and I actually did end up picking up another one. Ooh, I think it's getting kind of gross in there, but really loved this for taking off my makeup. A cleansing balm is really great. I was using one for a while and then kind of just got away from it, but I feel like it's such a great way to really melt off all the makeup on your face, and I feel like this one does an especially good job. I've used some that don't do as good of a job, but this one can get off my eyes, get off my face, and I really love it. So I repurchased it. I'm using a pharmacy one right now, but I would definitely go back to this. And again, I got off a Yes Style. Really quite liked it. A cleansing oil type product I don't like, and a product I'm DNFing. This is from Josie Marin. They sent this out to me. It's the Argan Cleansing Oil. This doesn't cleanse a shit off, dude. I like the way it feels. I put it on, I'm like, okay, tell me why nothing happens. Tell me why nothing comes off my face. Nothing's coming off my eyes. I'm like, what is it? It's just on there. So I haven't had good luck with this, and I'm pretty sure my friend Simbri also like has not had luck with this either. So I don't know. I really wanted this to work for me. I was excited. If you have an oil cleanser like this that you really do love, that really does get the makeup off your face, I'd love to try it because there's something really nice about this format. I love the cleansing balm and that whole thing, but this is just like pump, let's go. It's a little bit faster and nice. So I would love to try an oil cleanser that really works well, but this one's not it, and I really highly don't recommend this. I don't get this product. It's not gonna work for you. It wouldn't even take off fine. Okay, sometimes there's a little bit of remnants on your eyes after a cleansing balm, and that's not a big deal. This wouldn't even get off my face. I'm like, you can't even get it off this skin. Like I've been rubbing it and you still can't get it off that. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay, we have a few more skin products left. I have 2 of these Caudalie beauty elixirs. These mother effers are so expensive. I really wish they weren't so expensive. It's definitely this kind of bougie extra moment in my skincare routine, but man, I almost feel like I can't be without it. I love it so much. I've talked about these a lot. You know, I've repurchased these so many times. It's a mist, but this one has a really minty, refreshing herbal kind of smell to it. So I really love this for morning skincare routines, and also for just like midday pick-me-ups, spraying on your face. It feels like a moment of self-care. The kind of minty freshness that this has really kind of wakes you up, gets you invigorated. I love that. It can sting. If you have really sensitive skin, I would be a little bit careful with this because it can be a little bit stingy sometimes, but I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I was so sad. I knew my smell was so bad when I got out of the shower and I like sprayed this on when I was sick, and I couldn't even smell it. I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't even smell this. I know it's bad, but I love these. I just think this is such a great product. I highly, highly suggest if you have like a treat me moment, you want to add something like this to your skincare routine, or again, just as a pick-me-up, like to spray throughout the day. I love it for that too, so highly recommend. And it's one of those products that I know it's expensive, but I'm always so happy to have, and I consistently use it. Like sometimes these sprays feel like an extra step and you kind of forget about it, you don't use it, whatever. When I have this, I'm running through it because I'm actually using it and I love it. And again, Sam also, he gets a nice little treat and he likes it too. I have a smaller size of the Cloud Cream from Summer Fridays. I was really excited to try this, and I bought a few things off of the Summer Fridays website, and I did like this. It was like a gel cream, lightweight. I didn't need a lot to really moisturize my skin. I don't know if I would repurchase it. I don't know. I could see myself repurchasing it, but I feel like there's so many other things I want to try also. So when I think about what I would actually spend my money on and go buy, I probably would try something else initially, but I'm not saying I wouldn't go back to this. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy this again at some point. It was really nice. Just moisturizing, lightweight. What can I say? Okay, I have a freaking type. And last, speaking of, this is from Dr. Barbara Sturm. And this was, look at this sample. Okay, it's so tiny. This is a very, very expensive brand. So I was like, I'm gonna take the sample of the expensive brand. Thank you so much. Hyaluronic acid serum, felt nice. Hyaluronic acid serums, most are created pretty equal. Some are sticky and nasty, and I don't like those ones, but this was just nice. I didn't find it to be any more or any better than the other ones I've used. And let's just look up the price so I can prove to you how expensive this brand is. The mini size of this, which is 10 mil, 0.33 ounces, $110. What is this? This sample's probably like $20 worth of product. That's insane. Okay, let's see what if we're going full out? Holy fucking shit. $320. It's making the Caudalie Beauty Elixir at 50 look like cheapies. Wow, for 1 ounce of this, it is $320. I can't believe I just used up probably like $30 sample here. That's crazy. I definitely personally don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if $320 to you is the same as, you know, $50 or something, or $40, then like go for it, you know, live your life. But if $320 for you is not the same as $40, then I would not. I don't think it's worth it. But it was, I mean, I feel like lucky to have tried it. I wouldn't purchase it. Oh shoot, I thought that was it for skincare, but we have some sheet masks. You guys, I've been using sheet masks. If you've been here a while, then you know. I used to have a ton of them and I was like, I never use these, I'm getting rid of them. But with like upping my capacity and also just, you know, prioritizing my skincare a little bit more, wanting to use skincare a little bit more, I've actually been enjoying just masking in general, making time for masking. The reality is a mask really only takes 10 minutes to put on, maybe 15 with the before and after of it. And if you want to keep it on a long time, it's like 20. And you can do it while you're doing other things. So I'm trying to like find those moments where it doesn't need to be as big of a deal. You know, I don't need to just sit there like, and now I have a mask on, I can't do anything else. Like what? In my brain, it feels like it's a big to-do is what I'm trying to say. But I'm working on that and I've really been enjoying it. So I have some here from Yes Style from the brand Misha. I have the honey one, a pearl one, shea butter one. To be honest, I mean, they're just like little masks I put on and I feel like they, again, moisturize my skin, make it really soft, and kind of breathe some life back in. So I've enjoyed them. I don't have anything yay or nay. Like I don't have anything a love, like this is the best one, I only would repurchase this. It's not like that, like let's get real. But I also have enjoyed them. I've also been cutting them, you know, sometimes with the masks, one of the things I don't like about them, texturally it's kind of a lot for me. I'm working on getting past that, but also, you know, they don't always have a proper fit on your face. And so I've been cutting the edges here. Sometimes I'll cut the edges on my nose as well, so they can lay all the way down and touch my skin. And if I need to, I'll add some of the extra serum kind of around to just really juice it out. And I really have liked that because I don't feel as much like I'm wearing someone else's skin as a mask for a moment. It kind of just actually sits on and my eyes don't look like I'm looking through someone's skin. Like I know it's gross, but that's like how I felt in them. And it just helps me have a better fit on my face and it feels better for me. So just a little tip, if you also have that, maybe cut a few areas and then place it on your face a little bit better. I also have these Aceology ones. They're hyaluronic acid intensive repair biodegradable masks. These were nice as well. Again, did one with Sam, and they are a 30-minute mask, so we just like watched a show while we had it on, and my skin just felt nice and refreshed after. So I have been definitely trying to add these in more and just kind of taking care of my skin. It's been really nice and fun, and I like them now. I like sheet masks now. I like masking in general now. I'm really changing up what I like, okay? All right, now on to, let's do some hair care. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I mean, have you been on my channel before? Have you seen an empties of mine before? Batiste, guys, this is my favorite dry shampoo still. I will say, since I've been updating my hairstyles a little bit, doing something more slicked, this one's not like completely slick, but I don't need as much volume, but I'm usually not wearing my hair down. I still love it. I love my hair captured in a bun of some sort, whether it's on the top of my head, or the back of my head, in a clip. I just don't always wear my hair down, but if I do, this is really nice for adding volume, and I'm an oily scalped girl. My hair is thin and fine, so oils really come through very fast. Like, my hair will look oily from one day of use. So I really find this helps give me a little bit of volume, definitely sucks up the oil, makes me look refreshed. So it gives me some time that I don't have to wash my hair every single day, and I really love it. Hate that the price of this is so expensive. I know in the UK it's not that expensive. That's what's so annoying about it. These are like $12 now. $12 no matter like kind of where you go, and I used to be getting these for like $5, $6. Not anymore, man. That being said, I go through them and I do really love them, so highly suggest. If you've tried a lot of dry shampoos but nothing seems to be working, I really would try those. If you have dark hair, it might leave a bit of a white cast. Mine's pretty light, so I can sometimes even see a white cast, and I really have to like let it sit and really brush it through, but I still think it's great. A dry shampoo I think is shit, and I'm getting rid of. DNFing, no thank you. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, so I don't know how it got back in my collection. I don't know why it's here. Maybe I thought in desperate times I'll just use it up, it'll be fine. No, I'm not wasting my time with products that don't do anything. They don't do it. Why would I spray stuff on that's not even sucking up my oils? My hair looks just as greasy as before. Like, it's like that moment didn't happen. No thank you. So the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak dry shampoo doesn't work for me, and I don't like it. Most dry shampoos I feel like are not strong enough for me and what I need. It's almost like I've put in an oil mask on my roots. Like, I'm telling you, it is oily, okay? It's not just like a little bit. It's like a lot, so that doesn't work for me. A product I've really been loving, and I finished up and I've already repurchased from Ouai, the dry texturizing spray. It is so good. If you want a little bit of texture, a little bit of volume, but you don't need the dry shampoo aspect, this is basically that. So it doesn't give you dry shampoo benefits where it's not sucking up the oil, but it does give me some texture, a little bit of volume. It also smells absolutely amazing. It has this beautiful like ambery kind of musky scent. When Sam has it in his hair and we're walking around, I can like smell it. I'm like, you smell so good. Like, it smells really nice. If you like Moroccan oil type smells, I think you'd like this. Anyway, beautiful. Just a great product. This used to be all the rage. I know that most people aren't like texturizing their hair as much now. I feel like a more slick look is popular, but for us thin hair girls, we need a texture just to kind of like, you know, look like we have volume at all, just to even, you know, fake it a little. So love this. Repurchased during the semi-annual sale at Nordstrom. There was like a 2-pack, which was like a little bit of a deal, and I bought that. So I'm stocked for a little bit, but I will repurchase that when it's done. I think it's worth the price. Another Ouai product that I also really loved. I promise you I don't like everything. There's a dry shampoo. I had a little sample of it. I don't like that, okay? So it's not just because it's Ouai, but this Magnificent Volume shampoo, bought this during the Sephora sale. Love it. First off, smells really nice. It's almost like a appley, musky fruit. It's like the most expensive Garnier Fructis type of scent you could ever imagine, but it smells like more expensive. I'm telling you, it's so good, but it also works so well. It cleansed my hair really nicely, gave me some volume, I think, and didn't like weigh my hair down. I also even like the conditioner. I'm still using that. I run through shampoo faster than conditioner, but even the conditioner is really nice. It, you know, conditions, but doesn't leave my hair greasy also. So absolutely love this. I would even consider buying this in the liter. Like, I know that's going to be hella expensive, but I know how I go through product, and I'm willing to commit that long, so I'm not like repurchasing and saving the amount of money. So I'm gonna look into that, but loved it. Absolutely loved it. So good. What a sad empty. This is like the saddest thing. I want this to come back from the dead so badly. I finally used up my Ouai and Byredo leave-in conditioner. This smells like Mojave Ghost, and I love the Mojave Ghost scent. I actually like it in my hair more than I do almost as a scent on my body because of how long I was using this. I went through 2 of these, and I almost wish I bought one more. Like, I almost wish I had bought one more backup. But I love the leave-in conditioner from Ouai. It's a great leave-in conditioner, and I can see myself repurchasing just the regular one that doesn't have the Mojave Ghost scent. But man, what a special little collab. I loved this. This also reminds me of like getting into perfume, because I remember at the time being like, I don't really know who Byredo is. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Okay, anyway. And another Ouai product here. I think this is my, oh no, I have one more shampoo to talk about, but this is the detox shampoo. This is my second one I've gone through. The reason I had this one, it was in a FabFitFun box when I used to get FabFitFun. I haven't gotten it in a while. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll re-sign up, but I then, during one of the FabFitFun sales that they do, because they do sales, BoxyCharm does sales, and that's one of the things I love about those subscriptions more than anything, is when they have good brands, they tend to have really good deals, and I think this was like 12 bucks. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it for $12. Like, it's worth $12 to me for sure. Has a nice scent. I don't think I'd buy it full price. I'd love to try actually the Ouai. I'm sure they have a volumizing shampoo and conditioner, so if I were to go out and buy a Ouai like shampoo, that's what I would go for instead of the detox. But I enjoyed it while I had it. Again, if I found it for 12 bucks, I would buy it again, but I don't think I'd buy it full price, and I'm not like out seeking it. I just, I guess I like to get that one on a deal. And then this one here, this is the grodiest, okay, the grodiest of them all. This is a liter of the Szechuan normalizing shampoo. Loved this. This is the 1,000 milliliter, or like the liter, I believe, bottle. I first tried this out through FabFitFun. Again, I know this is a very expensive brand. When I used to work at a beauty store, we sold this, and so I knew the brand. I was like, ooh, fancy, let's get that, like, let's try that. And I love the normalizing shampoo. There's something about this. My hair, when it's really oily, again, you gotta like shampoo it once, kind of do a rinse, and then shampoo it again to really start getting the suds and really like get the cleaning going. And I find with this one, I can just go in the first time I use it, it really spreads nicely. It's really like, you know, sudsing up in my hair nicely. My hair feels clean, like super clean, lightweight, and almost volumized without having texture or without having product in it. I don't know, it feels good, but then it also doesn't feel stripped. Sometimes products can clean your hair really well, but then they almost feel like, you know, dry or stripped, or kind of like, I don't know, squeaky clean in a weird way. It was a great, I would buy this again. It was very expensive. I think this was like $100 for this liter. That's why I'm saying like I would probably go with this, you know, before I went with this again, because I feel like it's kind of hard to find the normalizing shampoo specifically, but I really, really loved it. Would definitely repurchase, and it makes me want to try more products from the brand. I've tried the, like, they have one that's like eco-friendly, or like, I don't know, something like a pollution. I think it's like a pollution shampoo. I didn't like that one nearly as much. Really love the normalizing one though, and I would repurchase that for sure. I just found the Ouai one, and I really liked that. And I'm, you know, I would try some other stuff too, but had a great time. Even my mom, when she was in town, she used this and she really liked it too. So I feel like there's something special about that one. All right, let's move on to some body care. I have quite a few products here. I want to talk about some sunscreens for the body first. So I have this one from Vacation. I think I got this from FabFitFun, or maybe BoxyCharm. So I got it on a deal. I would have paid for it full price, but you know, getting it for $13, how fun is that? Love the packaging of this. The smell of this is like a really fun, it has a little bit of banana in it. It's like a banana boat kind of scent. Really just vacation summer vibes, but in a whimsical, fun way. And I really loved the way it sprayed and smelled. So I repurchased this one, and I also have the Perfume. They sent it to me. I bought this one, but they sent me the Perfume, and I really love the Perfume too. It's kind of a fun thing to combine together. The other sunscreen that we used up this summer, this is the K-Skin Sun Care Isle Nourishing Body Mist SPF 50. Also really enjoyed this. The smell on this is more refined. It doesn't have as much of a fruity scent. It's almost smells kind of like, I want to say, I don't know, musky or like sunscreen, but not overly sunscreen. Sam really liked it. He thought it smelled really expensive. So I would also repurchase this one again. Both of them are great. And I really like having the spray ones like this to get the whole body and make it easy. They leave a nice sheen, but that can also feel kind of oily. So I definitely use this on like more outdoor days. When I'm not like doing outdoor activities, like super outdoor activities, I will just use my sunscreen from my face and kind of bring it down where I need to. But for those like more active days, these are really great. I really loved them. Now we're gonna get into a million body scrubs. So let's get into it. What I thought was good, what I didn't. This one, I feel like I just bought this and it's already done. This is from Hemp's. It's a floral banana scent and I've really been into banana. If you're into banana, I will have a banana video up on my perfume channel very soon. I'm working on it. So this was a nice scent. I liked it. It's like, again, a floral banana, definitely giving those vibes. It smelled really good. The sugar scrub consistency of this was really nice, but this is so small, okay? Like this looks like a normal size scrub, but the inside container is actually way smaller. Like where the actual product sits is way smaller. And so for that reason, I just can't recommend this, even though I liked basically everything else about it. It's only 7.3 ounces or 176 grams of product for 20 bucks. You can find it on discount, don't get me wrong, but for $20, no, like it's not worth it. I feel like these look like they're similar sizes, but this has 510 grams. This is only 176 grams. And this retails, depending on where you get it, like between $7 and $12 from Tree Hut. So it's a good solid scrub, but it's not worth that extra bit of money. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase that one. I don't think. I don't know. The smell is really good and I feel like banana's kind of hard to come by. So for that reason, maybe, but I just wish there was more product or it was cheaper if I found it on a really good deal. Speaking of Tree Hut though, I have a few Tree Hut scrubs. This one is the It's Our Birthday Have Some Cake Sugar Scrub. So I like this one pretty good. I really wish this smelled like actual birthday cake or birthday cake batter or birthday cake frosting, but it doesn't quite have that smell to me. I don't know. I don't get cake from it. So I wish it was more like that kind of vanilla cake, but it isn't. So it's still good though. I have other ones of it. So I like it enough to repurchase. If you want to really know my thoughts on Tree Hut scrubs, I have a ranking every Tree Hut scrub video on my other channel. I'm a little obsessed with body scrubs. Okay, this one from Tree Hut, Cocoa Colada. Really love this one. Just a solid kind of coconut, pineapple, pina colada-esque scent. I've used a ton of these up. Very summery, perfect for summer in the shower. And the last one that I have here from Tree Hut, Cotton Candy. This one smells amazing. Even if you're not into a cotton candy scent, I highly suggest you at least sniff this, okay? It's elevated. It's not just sugary, sweet, sickeningly, ugh, you know, it's not a cotton candy scent like that. I know sometimes cotton candy can go that way and sometimes I like it that way, don't get me wrong. But this one, it has like a muskiness about it. It isn't super sugary sweet and I love it. It's also hot pink, which I love. I just love the scrubs from Tree Hut. They are a nice, pretty scrubby consistency. Some of them can be a little bit abrasive, so if you have very sensitive skin, maybe they won't work for you as well. But for an affordable option, great smells, they're awesome. And I really especially love them too for my underarms. So every time I'm in the shower, I always use a Tree Hut scrub on my underarms to really remove my deodorant, because I like to use the Dove deodorants and they're nice and nourishing and moisturizing and I feel like they stay on nicely. But sometimes just regular body wash isn't like really getting that area nice and clean as much as I want. And I feel like the scrubs are refreshing there. They really like exfoliate the skin there, which is nice, but they also really cleanse and like get rid of that kind of like, I don't know, film that the deodorant leaves. Okay, anyway, I know that's TMI, but that's the truth, baby, okay? Next scrub here, this is from Trader Joe's, the Brazil Nut Body Scrub. This is like a dupe of the Boom Boom scrub from Sol de Janeiro, and I think it's a decent freaking dupe, okay? They really tried to capture it. This only comes back during the summer. I think it's like the second year, so I picked up a few this year. This scrub, it looks sandy. It has like a sandy texture to it, similar to the Boom Boom one, and it also does leave more of that oily film on your body, like that moisturizing film. I used to hate that. I used to be like, out. If it had that, I was not into it, but now I'm like okay with that, definitely. I don't mind it as much, but I tend to use scrubs like that at nighttime, so that way I can really have it soak into my skin and really get the benefits of it. I don't enjoy it if I'm like gonna get out of the shower and go do a bunch of stuff. I don't really love it for that. So more of a nighttime scrub for me. I loved the texture of it. It was easier to get out than the Boom Boom scrub. scrub though, because that one, it's like hard packed in there. You have to like dig. And this one was a little bit softer. So very nice. And I think they're like $8.99, definitely worth the price. And it had a very similar smell to the Boom Boom cream. Did you think that was all the scrubs? It's not. No, baby. I'm scrub it up dubbing over here, okay? 2 of the Ouai. I got these on such an amazing deal. I love the Ouai body scrub. It's my #1 body scrub. If you want to know which one, like, you don't want to waste your time, you just want to know my top recommendation, this is it. Not in this scent. I like the St. Bart's one, but the Melrose, I think that's the one that's in here, the Melrose scent. Still nice. It's a little bit floral, a little bit rose, but it has a nice musk to it. It doesn't smell like old. It just smells clean and expensive and so good. The scrub in here is just top notch, baby. Okay, it is exfoliating, but it leaves you moisturized somehow without, it's not oily though at all. It's just, you almost feel like you conditioned your skin. It suds up a little bit. It's just literally perfection, okay? These were on sale for like 20 bucks during Ulta sale, so I stocked up a bit. I think I still have a few, but I love this, and it, you know, it let me live a little fantasy of like using them how I actually would want to. Even though they're a very expensive scrub, getting them on that deal made me feel like I can really just use them how I'd want, and that was like a nice feeling, don't get me wrong. So love this, would repurchase this scent, but my ultimate favorite is the St. Bart's. That's the one. If I'm buying full price or even 20% off, if I have a choice, I'm getting that one. But for $20, hell yeah. Last 2 things for body care. I have 2 samples of body washes here. I've really been loving trying just different body washes out there, just in general. Trying different body care hygiene products has been really fun. This is from Necessaire. It's the body wash in eucalyptus. Really love this. I actually purchased the full size, so it's a very spa-like scent, very relaxing, but still kind of invigorating, very eucalyptus and kind of almost minty and herbal, aromatic. Very nice. Good one for a morning shower or a shower like after working out or after being sweaty. So nice, really feels great, and I've liked that shower gel a lot, mostly for the scent. I don't find like the actual formula to be that amazing personally, but I really do enjoy the scent and kind of the look of it, all of it. As an experience, it works out. This I got as a sample, I think, when I purchased some of these Ouai products, and this is the body cleanser in the Melrose place, so it matches the scent of the scrub, I believe, and it was nice. I don't know if I'd purchase this. I don't know if I would get the body cleanser. I mean, I have the St. Bart's one. I would get the St. Bart's one. If you can't tell, I like the St. Bart's scent, okay? That's the one I like from freaking Ouai. Okay, now we're gonna move on to candles. I actually don't have too many candles here. I haven't been burning as many, but I know going into fall, it's gonna be Candle City in my house. So I have this one here from Bath & Body Works, some of my favorite candles. They just have great scent throw. You can find them on a great deal. And you know, I've been going into Target, I've been going into these stores a little bit more. Their candles are like $15, and you can get Bath & Body Works candles for $15. Like, I'm not gonna get subpar scent throw for the same price as Bath & Body Works. So I was just kind of shocked that like kind of brands I didn't know the name of, or just like home brands for Target, like as in Target's brand, I feel like that they just make same price to me anyway. I mean, you have to find a deal, but I'll just wait for a deal and then get the candles with tons more scents and all of that. Anyway, this is Pink Petal Tea Cake. Love this. I've burned through a few of these. Notes on this: pink rose petals, pound cake vanilla glaze. What a scent. It was gourmand while still being light and airy because it was like a lemony rose cake. And it was beautiful, like with a little bit of icing. It smelled really nice and sweet, but again, still kind of refreshing. So it was a great one for summer and like hotter weather. I still sometimes will burn those thick boys, you know, like those thick gourmand scents in the summer, but sometimes that can be a little bit much when the weather is really hot. You're like, I just can't have that. And that was a great one to still get that vibe while still being light and airy and refreshing. So loved that, would definitely pick up again. This one's called Winter White Woods. The notes on this are glistening icicles, dried cedar bark, and spiced sandalwood. This one was nice. It's very woody. I get that like kind of spicy woodiness, but there's almost a coolness to this and a little bit of sweetness. It was very good. Not one good enough that I'm like seeking it out and being like, this is the best, but you know, I felt like it was a nice burn for sure. And last candle in here, this one's from Skylar. It's the Coconut Cove, and I liked this quite a bit. I don't feel like the scent throw on this one is that great. I do think Vanilla Sky is worth it in the candle. I love that candle. Can't wait to burn it for fall and winter. You can get the Skylar candles though on the Ipsy for like 20 bucks, and that's where I really suggest them if you're gonna do it, because I feel like that's a good price for it. These I think retail for like 45 otherwise, and the only candle I think is worth it for the 45, and even then I'm like, it smells so good, and I do think the scent throw throws so good on it is the Vanilla Sky one. Everything else, get it on sale. And even the Vanilla Sky, I'm like, just buy a lot when they go on sale if you can. But that vanilla one with the cappuccino is so good. The Coconut Cove smells like the spray, maybe a little less potent. I just didn't think the throw was quite there. And a kind of unfortunate thing with the candles, the stickers do not stay on very well. And that isn't the biggest deal. It's just like a aesthetic thing. But for the price, you know, you're charging like this premium price, like I want a premium product, you know? All right, I have a fragrance section in here for like actual perfumes. So I have two things to talk about. This from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 68. Love this. Bought the full size. I bought the big booty bottle because I loved it so much. This gives kind of a Baccarat airy fruitiness. Baccarat isn't fruity, so I think this is like a fruity version of Baccarat, but it's giving those vibes, okay? It's giving airy spun sugar. There's jasmine in here. There's some pink dragon fruit in here. Very nice. I've heard people say that the new Cloud Pink is kind of similar to this, and I feel like if this was sprayed with Cloud, I'd agree. Like if Cloud was in the base of this and then it just had this kind of fruitiness that this scent has, I could see that being the case. Loved it for summer. I just think it's a really nice, easy wear, and I liked it enough to repurchase. So that is a great product. Let's talk about Ambre Saffron from Dossier. I have a little bit left in here. This is a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. If you can't tell, it's like one of my favorite scents, if not my favorite scent. And I did think this was a good dupe overall. I feel like I found a better one. I need to do a whole video about Baccarat clones, and not even clones, just things that are similar, like giving the same vibes. I need to do another one of those. I think I've done one in the past, but I think it's time for a new one. Anyway, this used to be my favorite dupe, the one I would recommend if you don't want to pay MFK Baccarat Rouge 540 prices. This is the one I would suggest you to, and I wouldn't say that anymore. I like the Orientica, I think it is. I like that one better, but this has gone off and I'm very surprised. It just doesn't smell the same anymore. I don't know why it smells off, but it does, and so I have to get rid of this, and I had just a tiny bit left. I'm kind of sad because I wish I could have just finished it out, but it's not worth it to wear something that just has that tiny bit of a stank to it when I have, trust me, many things that will give me this scent slash the actual real thing. So that I am unfortunately having to pass on to the trash can because no one wants a smelly perfume. We're getting to the last sections here. I told you this was a long video, but we're into one of my favorite categories, hand soap. I love hand soap. I love trying new hand soaps. I love smelling new hand soaps. I love the experience of washing my hands. I'm just a hand soap girly, and I'm into it. Okay, so if you're into it, hell yeah, this is a section for you. So let's talk about some of the ones I have from Bath & Body Works. If you don't know, my favorite Bath & Body Works hand soap is the Terracotta Canyon. It is so good. It smells high-end and amazing. Notes on this: golden amber, desert jasmine, warm sandalwood. It smells like an expensive hotel. It just gives, it just doesn't even smell like Bath & Body Works. I'm telling you, it is so good. I saw it on the website, so it is there. It was like on a special discount more than other soaps, so I'm wondering if they're like phasing it out, but don't worry, I'm stocked up, guys. Don't worry about me, okay? I have like literally Liam came over and was like, is there something I need to know? Like, is something going on that I should be aware of? Because I had that many backups of it, because it's just my favorite soap. Like, this is the one we just go through, use all the time, and I have such a scent memory tied to it. Like, I love it. It's so good. But I still have a few other like lingering soaps from Bath & Body Works. Sometimes I get sucked in by different notes that I just go for it. So this one was Toasted Honeycomb. I thought this was nice. It has notes of wild honey, almond milk, and marshmallow. Just a cozy, sweet, vanillic, nice gourmand kind of scent. You can really smell the honey. It had a little bit of a, I don't want to say a stink, but it was heavier, you know, and it was good. Not one I felt so passionate about to repurchase. This one was such a fun one to use. I would repurchase this one. I wouldn't get like backups on backups, but I would have it, you know. This is Pistachio Cream Puff, and I loved using this, especially when I was really using my Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 from Kayali. I was like, oh my God, hand soap match my perfume. This is Pistachio, Almond, and Whipped Vanilla. This was very much gourmand, very sweet, kind of thick. You could definitely smell the almond in here a lot, but a little bit nutty. It was really, really good and such a fun one. One I would not repurchase, this was Enchanted Candy Potion. It was from the Halloween collection last year. I think they came out with this scent again. It's just not my style. Spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. I don't know, just forgettable, just like sweet fruit. Sweet fruit, okay. Oh my gosh, it's like mad at me for talking shit about it. It's like getting in my nose. Anyway, I just wouldn't repurchase this. I didn't love this scent enough at all. I was kind of like, I guess it's a chore to go through this one because I don't love the scent. Anyway, didn't love that one. Last two I have here. Erewhon, bougie Erewhon. I wanted to try this soap because I felt like it looked like the Aesop one and I kind of wondered, you know, how their soap compared. Loved the smell of this. You know, it's giving on smell. Aromatic, spa-like. I love those types of scents, especially when I'm cleaning my hands. Like, it feels nice. It feels expensive. It feels like I'm taking care of myself. And I really look at washing my hands as like this moment. I don't know. It's a self-care moment for me. Okay, anyway. Infused with essential oils of cedarwood, lavender, orange, and rosemary. Great scent. The consistency of this was very liquidy though, and I didn't love it. Just felt cheap. Like, I wanted a little bit thicker. I wanted a little bit more substantial, I guess. And this was like $21, $23. So I don't think it's worth it. I think at that point, just either go for Glory or just go to Bath & Body Works. Terracotta Canyon or just the Aesop one. Just pick one. This one I actually was gifted from my friend Simbri because she knows I'm obsessed with hand soap. And so this is the Savon Liquid. Okay, I really can't pronounce this to be honest, but it's the woods and spices. Scent-wise, it is spicy. And it is woody, but it also had a very powderiness to it. And I'm learning with some of the sandalwoods, like I love sandalwood and I feel like that's probably what's in here, like a sandalwood type of scent. But I just felt like this was a little too powdery for me, and I'm learning that there are milky, creamy sandalwoods, and I tend to like those ones. But then sandalwood can also go a little bit more powdery, and I don't love that specifically. So I wish I loved this more, but I used it up, and I did really like the soap itself. I liked the container, so I would check out other scents from this brand. It looked really nice in my kitchen. That's where I had it. So I loved the spiciness, just a little too powdery on the sandalwood, and it reminds me of it. You would like it if you like the Salt Air sandalwood scent. I feel like that one also is just a little too powdery for me, and I feel like they're kind of similar, but that has a little bit of a spice to it. Something I forgot to mention, this is just a mini, but I did end up repurchasing this, so I'm gonna mention it here, from Tatcha. It's the Forest Awakening Hinoki Body Milk. Love this. If you love a spa scent, I think you're gonna love this. It's a really nice moisturizing body product, and I am, again, kind of upping my capacity to like lotions on my skin and all of that, and I feel like these thinner body milks and that type of stuff, almost like a moisturizing water, those are a little bit more my speed because they're not as thick, not as greasy, they sink into the skin really fast, and this one definitely is a great one. I also love the scent. It's very spa-like, again, very expensive smelling. I love it. So I did end up picking up the full size of this because I loved this sample so much. And last, guys, just a friendly reminder from Lauren over here for your oral care, okay? You need to be flossing your teeth. I'm gonna be your little dentist and be like, are you flossing your teeth? You need to be flossing your teeth. And y'all know my favorite floss to floss my teeth with is the Cocoa Floss. These are refillable, which is really nice too. So I had some of the refillable packs, and I've been starting to do that because I don't need a little plastic container every time. I love that they're refillable. So yeah, they're really easy to do as well. I'll probably honestly make a short about it on my Instagram very soon. So yeah, if you want a little ASMR floss moment, subscribe over there or go follow. Anyway, I love these. It's a very thick floss, and I feel like it really does work nicely, and I highly suggest it. I've gone back to some of my old flosses when I run out of these, or, you know, I'm kind of like traveling or whatever, just like random moments when I'm like, this isn't available to me. The flat, thin, plasticky flosses, get out of here. Get out of here. You gotta get the good stuff. I know it's expensive, but I really feel like it's worth it, and I have gotten only good grades from my dentist, you guys. So I just highly suggest it. And some of these bougie moments of like this or the hand soap, I feel like sometimes those are the ways I'm so excited and glad I spent my money over sometimes like a new fancy eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I like that too, but I'm just saying, like, I get that these things can be kind of expensive, but sometimes those daily use items that we almost stray away from more, I love that I get to like interact and use those products every single day. And in those ways, although I'm using them up and they end up being used and gone at some point, I get a lot of value, and I feel like I get my money's worth a lot too. So just something to keep in mind. But those are the products I've been using up, all my reviews, what I'd repurchase, what I wouldn't, what I think is worth it, what I think isn't. I'd love to know any of your thoughts on these products down below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Other than that, I'm gonna see you in the next one. So thanks for being here. Okay, bye guys.